played enough. Okay, and she's like, this gonna go.
Eh, I know. Welcome to my channel and my home. I swear a lot of days usually just start with me prepping something. I think because I don't usually, from what I've seen from a lot of like homemakers, when you prep it from the morning or even when you're going to work, my mom thinks about dinner from morning until the time I started taking over. But yeah, it makes like by supper time it is so much easier. And also with pumpkins, who else can tolerate the taste of pumpkins? Because I really cannot, like biting into a chunk, I cannot. But pumpkin soups, purees, and I'm putting them in cakes and chapatis, I can eat. And like pumpkin soup itself, like it's still the pumpkin, so long as it's not a chunk, I can still take the soup. I don't know what is wrong. I don't know what is with the pumpkin taste in chunk form. It just refuses to compute with my brain. That is something you're supposed to consume.
Same, and I failed. I failed so hard. Go and like refuse to get a buggy and you just go to the store. I'll take a cart with you because you're gonna end up buying a lot of stuff. I've been through it at home since yesterday, and thankfully I did not find. Okay, and she's like, this is gonna be well over $100. I think this thing after effect is like, did I really need that? No, I didn't. And you look at your bank account, you're like, yeah.
I love peeling large-sized potatoes. I don't know why. No, I don't know why. Because this potato peeler is just so fast and it's just whoosh, and you're off, whoosh, and you're off, and it makes you feel like your to-do list is going on quite fast. Okay, it's just a personal pleasure that I do not know why I have, but I like it anyway. At one point, I wasn't cooking like really good food at home because it felt forced. Like, why am I doing this in someone else's house? Then I started taking care of my health, and I started enjoying this, especially because during the days like my alone time, there's no one in the house, except now that both my sisters are here. And well, suffice to say, I really want to move out, but the thing is, I started enjoying things like this and nourishment and taking care of my family's health, and it became something I look forward to doing. Like, no matter how tired I am, sometimes if I still have to cook, just silently leave me to my devices. No one disturbs me in the kitchen, no one talks to me. I don't know, it's a whole thing. Like, I want to be really engrossed in this moment, and people in the house have learned to leave me alone if they want to eat good, delicious meals. Like, if you disturb me, I might actually stop midway and leave that food, and you're going to cook it. Like, it is so bad that even my dad doesn't enter the kitchen when I'm cooking. He knocks and kindly asks from the window, from the door, if he can enter or if I can pass him something he wanted, like water or tea. But I don't know why it became such a thing that when I am alone, I am zoned, I am watching my videos and like I'm in a rhythm. If you break my rhythm and you really don't have to, or you start talking to me, I will leave that food to the person that was talking to me the most. It seems rude, and it is. It's more rude to ruin somebody's rhythm when you don't really have to, especially when they've been very vocal about it. So people in the house just leave me to my devices, and then when I'm done cooking, the kitchen is just flooded with everyone just doing whatever they could have done before, and I didn't allow them. It's just...
The last thing I like to do is put chicken chops. Is put chocolate chips over the top. A lot of brownie recipes ask for like icing with like 2 cups of powdered sugar and stuff on top. I prefer just to pour some chocolate chips on top. This makes them really like over fudgy and you don't need the ice. Unfortunately, I ran out of avocado oil and coconut oil, so I'm having to use butter. The last batch of coconut that is will still be a nice crunchy brownie and not too cakey. You can definitely just like triple recipe and make it all in one big batch. For some reason, I just found that sometimes brownie recipes don't turn out as good. You try them, I can't quite wrap my mind around it, just how it is, and so I just decided to make them in 3 batches. So I just do one more batch because I had cloves and shreds of zucchini left over, and I didn't have to use up. So one more batch it is. We'll definitely eat these all up later in the season. Probably now it's like we're going to go. Last batch ready. These first birds I got whole. I really like to have some hens whole.
I am a lot of things in this house. I am the cook, the clean, the hairdresser, the organizer of like where things should go. And honestly, I get ready to go manage my own house. Hola. Hot water braids are tricky because sometimes you can burn someone. Many a time I've burnt myself, I burnt my mom. Honestly, it's like an occupational hazard, yes, but try and be more careful because when I was just free about it, I actually burnt more until I became like quite careful because of even the droplets after and because of where the water has to be or where the person wants the cow to be. Mom, nywele yako ni kidogo.
Ni sababu hatukushuka huku mbele.
Maybe. Home now, I generally don't cook ugali. I cook everything else. I just don't cook ugali. There's no actual measurement, and at some point I was fine with cooking it, and then it became a mess. Today, there's clumps of uncooked flour. Tomorrow, it's too much water. We just stopped wasting flour. Other people can cook ugali in the house. I'll cook everything else every other day, so no one actually complains about this too much. You're not shikamowing the wazes. Everyone was home. The amount of chapatis you have to cook when everyone is home. So much for watching and reaching this far. Please subscribe and like, and see you next time.